Welcome back to another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Been busy this morning. We got a new vlog published to the channel. We're digging into that toaster unit, still uncovering all those boxes, opening those totes and getting into things. Seeing what we got, it was a $79.16 unit at 10 by 10. I loaded up in Cedar Woolley 2 truckloads of stuff I brought home. We've been going through it the last couple days. We're going to continue today. I still have that green tarp, a whole truckload of stuff to get into today. That's the plan, to uncover that and get in there and see what we got. But first we got to pack a couple orders. We got a couple orders that come out of the big store overnight. Let's take a look and see what sold. There you see it, 2 orders for $51.38, $51.38 for 2 orders. First item sold for $33.57. It's a pair of Eurostep Jackson women's fisherman sandals, leather buckle, comfort size 8W. The other item sold for $17.81. It's an Adidas gray crewneck men's t-shirt top, short sleeve, polyester size extra large. Alright, there they are, 2 orders, and here comes the shipping labels for them. We're going to get these printed and get them in the tote ready for the post office. Alright, 2 more for the tote, and a 1 and 2. So now that we got those orders packed up, let me show you what else I've been up to this morning. I finally got the last of the hats that I had photographed listed. I got those up in my store. Let me show you the last 8 listings. There they are, the last 8 listings into the big store. We got some good ones. You may have seen a couple of these in past videos, but there's the Under Armour. This is some sort of Chinese writing. We got a couple Boston hats. One that I cleaned up and looking nice. We're asking a little bit more for that one. Then up here we got it's a Texas Rangers hat, I guess. I searched that logo. Texas Rangers is just black and yellow. A KFL Buccaneers, a She-Devil Motorsports, and a little kid's Texas Rangers hat. So there's a look at the last 8 listings to go up into the big store. A bunch of hats. So for those of you who've been watching the channel, you know that's one of the things I do is I buy hat lots and I sell them back online at a higher price point. I buy a lot of hats, getting them between $2 and $3 most of the time, and then list them up between 10 and 20 sometimes. And we got 1 stack left of hats from previous buys, so I think what we're going to do is get in that photo station, get those hats photographed, and that'll be the last of the hats. And then we can kind of focus on getting some more of this other clothing inventory listed. But we got to work our way through the hats first, so let's take a look and see what we have left. Alright, here's a look at the next 11 hats. I'm going to get these photographed. Hopefully the music upstairs is not too loud. The wife is rocking out. This is kind of an REI, fun little fishing type hat. Nice Columbia black hat, a Budweiser hat. Anheuser-Busch, another Anheuser-Busch. This is a Rugged Roots Incorporated. Johnson 48 women's racing hat. Pirate Brigade. A basic gray hat. An Iron Man hat. And another Budweiser hat. Look at that one, a nice trucker style snapback. So we're going to get these photographed and get them ready to be listed today. Alright, there they are, 11 hats photographed, ready to be listed. Alright, so we're going to get to that hat listing a little bit later. Right now we're going to get to what you guys came for. We're going to get into the unboxing of that 10 by 10 $79.16 storage unit I got in Cedar Woolley. We're calling it the toaster unit. If you saw yesterday's video, you saw that cute little toaster that caught my eye. We toasted up some sandwiches in it yesterday. Works fine. Was never used. Looks like they got it from Goodwill for $1.99. Funny story, it had 2 price tags. It looked like they did the old switcheroo. Put a little $1.99 tag over another tag to get a lower price. So that happens. Probably I knew that wouldn't price it for $1.99, but they got a deal on that one. So the toaster was good and cheap for them. Unfortunately, they didn't get a chance to use it, but we used it yesterday's video, and today we're gonna get after this next truckload of stuff. We've pretty much sorted through 1 truckload of stuff already, and we still got 1 to go. It's under this green tarp. I got it out here. There's a light sprinkle today, so we're gonna kind of battle the elements, but we're going to try to do our best to achieve this unboxing. Do most of it here in the garage under the cover. So there's a look at it. I'll probably take it off a little at a time and just pull a tote out and do it one by one. I guess you can kind of see there's a big gray tote back here. Let's see if we can get under here. I guess we could start with that. I think that's just a bag of Plush. They had a lot of Plush. We did have a bag going already. Over here we got a nice little tote of something or other, a little blue tote. Looks like some books. We could probably start with something small like that. There is a nice rack under there that I had to take apart. I am seeing a toolbox or something in there with a latch. I don't remember that, but we'll get into all of it. We'll see everything that is in this, and of course I'll show it to you guys. Here's a reminder of the tote I have set to go back to my mom. She's going to sort through this, decide what jewelry here. We got a bunch of jewelry in this little green jewelry box here. We'll open it up, I guess, give you guys a look at it, a little reminder of what the jewels have come out of this unit already. So yesterday we found these two watches, a Mickey Mouse watch and a Seattle Seahawks watch. Pretty cheap little watches, but still kind of fun little finds. But this is all the other jewelry. I put that little yellow feather on there for my mom. She might like that. But that gold ring, I have a question about that one. I don't know. We'll have to give my mom, get that under the scope, see if we can find. There's also this one earring up there that had me a little bit perplexed whether that would be real or not. Probably not, but it's fun to dream. So here is a nice polished rock. There were some nice little polished rocks I added in here as well. So basic jewelry, probably costume jewelry at best, but there might be a few wins in there. We'll see. So I guess we can start with this bag of Plush. Let's open this up and see what kind of Plush are in here. I have yet to look in this. Look at that, all these little Beanie Babies, all the little tie Beanie Babies in there. There's a look at them. I did have this bag of Plush going already, so I thought what I would do is give you guys a look at these. We'll dump these out as well. Give you guys a look at all the Plush that are coming out of this. I know there's probably more, so I think what we're going to do is put them in this big giant tote here. A nice big bag of Plush rather. We got this guy here. This one was kind of cute, a little bunny, a little black and white bunny. We got a little teddy bear. And they had all these little bears, all kinds of fun little Plush for the little ones. A little bunny there. And we got this guy, a little cat, little leopard cat. Let's see, another one. These are all have the tags right on them, so they definitely had a little collection going here. We'll put them all in this tote, and that'll be a good little garage sale tote if we have a garage sale. Or we could lot these up if we want to. This was for little ones, real little ones. There's a little one. That one might need to be cleaned a little. Little cat going on there. A little, what is that, a seal maybe? Another little tiger, little dog, little pug, a little I love you. So they got all kinds of these little Beanie Babies. A little fox, cute little fox. Look at this one, like little blue and white. So you guys see, oh, look at those eyes on that one, little blue eyes. This is a little squirrel. Might give that one to my sister. She always had a little squirrel when she was little. My parents always searched for a little squirrel to match hers. Does that look like the one you had, Teresa? Probably not. But it's pretty cute. Maybe I could give that one to you. A little penguin. And little gold eyes on that one. So these are pretty interesting. I don't know if any of these have any high value. I think pretty minimal value, but it's a pretty nice little collection actually. I've never seen this many of them. Even if you want to list these at $5 a pop, you know, this could be quite a bit of money if you wanted to put the time into listing them all. Look at this guy. They are nicer. So I'd imagine they spent quite a bit of money on all these. Probably grandma and grandpa would get them these, bring them over. Who knows? Look at that one. Little octopus. They have some cool ones for sure. A little Mickey, or Minnie rather. A little Minnie Mouse. They did have some Berenstain Bear ones here that are coming up. There's a little monkey. And another little monkey. Here's the Berenstain Bears. Look at these. We got 1, 2, 3. I see 3 Berenstain Bears. We got another little cat here. This one's a little raccoon. Look at the tail on that guy. We got another dog here. And this guy. And this guy. We're coming down to the end of it. And here are the 3 Berenstain Bears. Seems like there probably might be some more coming, who knows. So we got this blue one, we got the red one, and we got the overalls in the blue. So there they are, a nice bunch of plush in here. We'll add some more to this probably. We have one straggler. This guy wants to join his buddies too. So that's one thing I didn't notice. It's definitely a female's unit. You know, lots of purses. She had a bunch of kids, I'd imagine, and they've had tons of toys. You saw the plush there. There's probably more purses coming and more plush coming. So stay tuned. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with all of that. You know, you could, like I said, you could list them all individually and make quite a bit of money, but I don't know if there's a demand for them. We'll have to search the market a little and see if it's worth my time. So up next is a tote I kept saying I was going to get into, have yet to show it to you guys. It was a nice tote of shoes. There was some purple Asics that I've mentioned in the past videos. You have yet to see them. Well, maybe I'll give you guys a peek at them, but let's take a look at these shoes. See if we got any winners in this tote that we can list up and make some dough. Here's a look at it, little red tote. These were the ones that caught my eye. These little Asics here, what are they? They're in really good condition. Don't look like they were ever worn. They're size 8s. I don't see the model on them, but just basic, clean purple Asics with the purple stripes. I would call those brand new because look at the soles. They don't look like they're even worn. So a nice pair of Asics. That's probably easy 30 bucks right there. Hopefully we got a few more matches in this. I'm gonna pull these out and give you a look at them once I get them all matched up. Alright, it looks like we have 5 matches and 9 seeking mates. Our last unit we had a bunch of kids' shoes and no matches. That was kind of a bummer and everything. It would have been nice to get a little bit of shoe revenue out of that last one, but their mates did not turn up. This one at least we got 5 going on. Let me show you what we found so far. So you guys saw those purple Asics. There was a nice pair of poppy shoes here, some Skechers here, another pair of Skechers here. These are actually pretty nice looking Skechers, kind of almost 3/4 height there. Another pair of Sweet Forever, and then here's the batch that are missing. There's 7 there that we're in search of. Nice pair of Air Maxes, GBG. I think I might have saw the match to those somewhere in the last unit. When I was cleaning it out. So some boots here that we're looking for, our little kids' shoes here. There were 1 pair of boots over here. This is the 5th pair, a little thigh high. I guess they would be pretty tall boots with the zipper down the side, size 9s I think. So nice looking pair there. That's probably a $20, $30 pair of boots. And some of these might have some good value too. This pair is probably easily 30 bucks, maybe more. I'll have to look them up. Nice pair of Skechers, pretty stylish. And we could clean the bottoms, they got a little wear, but this other pair of Skechers also in decent condition, maybe $20 pair, and these are probably $10 pairs, those two. But pretty good little decent haul of shoes so far. So this bag right here I believe is mostly garbage, but I gotta go through it just to be sure. We got a couple garbage bags set up here and in the bucket. So I'm going to transfer over whatever I find into the garbage, and if there's anything worth keeping, we're going to put it out here and give you guys a look. Yeah, this is kind of the dirty part of the gig. You got to kind of sometimes sift through a little garbage to make sure you're not missing out on any treasure. I don't really remember what I put in that bag, so I got to search through it. I know there's some crayons on top that were tossable, but everything else is kind of a mystery to me. Sometimes I load things up so quick, just want to get out of there. throw everything in any bag that's available, and once you get it home, that's where you got to sort through everything. So that's what we're doing today. We'll get through it, shouldn't take too long, and then I'll give you a look at whatever interesting we might find in there. Who knows? Alright, that was a dirty bag, but we got through it. Let me show you what we found. So there was one little Everstar bag. Looks to be like a shaving bag or something like that. You can put your shaving stuff in there, a little travel bag with the 2 zippers. So that's pretty nice. We could probably list that. Might put it in this bag and we'll decide what to do with it. Over here we had a little kid's seat. That was actually in the bag. And then there was this, a little Sony, I guess it's a DVD player or something like that. Looks to be an old one though. There was some socks and underwear, and then a bunch of tools. This was a little portable keyboard, and then a little ruler here that you unfold. There was this little nozzle for the sink. That might be seen its better day. There's a little Mickey Mouse shoe over there, and then all these little bits of sockets and stuff. So not much value in that little bag of trash, but a few items nonetheless. Probably that little travel case, we could sell that for 10 bucks maybe if we wanted to. But that's about it. What I'm going to do is pull up the matching shoes here, get these out of the way, get them up on the shelf. So while I was doing that, I realized I do have a few plush from that Linden unit I cleaned out a few weeks back. I did a unit out there in Linden. Had a few plush in it that were pretty cute that I set aside. Was thinking about listing, but I can just add it to this tote of other plush. Let me give you guys a look, a little reminder what we found in Linden the other day. Here's a look at them. Some little bears, little monkeys, little unicorn. We got a little unicorn here. What is this? An owl, I think. Cute little owl, and this little monkey over here with the big old smile on him. Look at that guy. He's happy about the weekend. So we're going to add these to the tote of plush and let them join their buddies. There they are, all ready to join the gang. Feels like Toy Story, right? They're going to meet some new buddies. The little monkey, go meet your buddy. Little owl, fly away. Little unicorn. The pink bear. This little monkey, look at this guy, little monkey. He's going to cause some trouble in that tote, I know it. And of course this guy, he's just happy-go-lucky. Happy-go-lucky. So the tote of plush is filling up. Look at all these. Let's get them mixed up a little. Let them enjoy each other's company. Alright, I'm working through the next 2 boxes. Let me show you guys what we found. So here are the 2 boxes. We did get some brake fluid, Napa brake fluid in that box, that bottle. And this is some Autoban. Eliminates odors, disinfectant, laundry, and air freshener. So I guess we could use that, right? We got the boxes are empty. This one has some sort of taffy in the bottom. We might have to clean that out, put it in the garbage. There was this Justice bag. We have yet to get into that, but this was a nice little American Tourister travel bag. You can put a suit in there. We got it folded over right now, but I unzipped it. It doesn't look like it had anything in there. Several zippers and pockets and whatnot. So pretty nice little travel bag. There was this pair of Puma track spikes. So a little track star action. What size are they? Let's see. Maybe I could put these on and get on the track. Nope. Size 7. So size 7. Maybe they're women's. I don't know. It's hard to say. There were these canisters here. Probably more like a donate thing if we can find them all. They still have the price tag on them and everything. A $5. Maybe for the trio. We haven't found the top to that one. I think I saw it somewhere when I was cleaning it out. Here was this, a little trio of plastic place settings, I guess. And candy dishes maybe. And then there was a garage door opener. $2. So maybe they go around to try and open some garages. Who knows? And so that was so far. But we got to get in this pink bag. So let's get into this little pink Justice bag. It says here, don't let anyone put a label on you. That's a good idea there. Alright, it looks like it was a little kid's bag. It has all kinds of kid stuff in it. A little Justice kid's bag. There was a brand new pair of overalls in here. We got some Minnie Mouse bowls with a bunch of spoons. There was, we did find the match to these Minnie Mouse shoes, and we found these 2 other pair of shoes as well. The white ones here, and these silver ones, silver gray with the sparkles. We found this little dinosaur, pretty cool. I guess we can add him to the toy box. We did find another plush, another unicorn. We'll add him to that plush box. And a sock and headband over here. This was a brand new Newbie Easy Squeeze. A Newbie Easy Squeeze. A couple diapers. And what is this? Ink brush. So that's kind of cool. A little ink brush. So I'm not sure, the value probably is in the bag. That might be worth 10-15 bucks. And the little overalls we could add to the kids' clothes. The shoes, those Minnie Mouse shoes, might be worth a few bucks. But I don't see any significant value here. But we found the mystery to that one. We'll get rid of it and on to the next. Alright, now we're getting into a serious size tote. Look at this one. A big one comes from Goodwill. They bought that for $12.99. Sterilite. Big gray one. What is in it? Ooh, more purses and more boxes. Let's get into this and see what we can find. Alright, we got one box empty. This is kind of fun. Look at this. It says, you guys read that? Sealed with a lick, 'cause a kiss won't stick. Smile, you're beautiful. Except they spelled you are wrong. It should be apostrophe R-E. Hate that. So unfortunately that letter came from a place most of us don't want to be. You probably guessed it. But let's see what's in the box. We found some good stuff. There was this purse here. Pretty nice looking purse. Emptied it out. Had a few good little items in here. A little selfie tripod here. Anti-frizz shampoo. This little polished piece of rock. A little outlet. Some eyelashes. This was kind of cool. A little Explorer. Heart-shaped, I think it might be a magnifier. Keychain, $14.99. Some jewelry. Had this flashlight, a big Maglite flashlight. And look at this. Surprise, surprise. It actually fires up. So that's always a good find. God Made Animals, a little children's book. Another little children's book over here. Never Take a Ferry Shopping. Touch and Feel. So we got a couple kids books. This is some sort of pouch for something. I don't know what goes in there. But a pair of jeans, and then there were some more clothes under there. Let me show you. So here's a nice pair of jeans. Reese blue jeans. That's a nice pair of women's jeans. The rest of them were kids. A little pair of gray sweatpants. Some Flawless Love gray, pink, and white pants. And this is a nice Old Navy brand new little fleece size 12-18 medium. So we're getting plenty of kids clothes we could lot up. Some nicer stuff too. Some new stuff here is nice. We did find a couple more bags here. We have this nice shoulder bag. There's nothing in it, but it was a smiley face shoulder bag, and it had these two smaller bags in here, probably little kids bags, little unicorn bags and butterflies. So we'll add that to the bag tote. We got 3 or 4 here sitting ready to add. Alright, the last box in that tote was just a box of makeup. Let me show you. Here it is. Mostly lotions and makeup. Probably nothing too valuable. Cocoa butter. Most of it is probably trash, unfortunately. So we will trash what we don't want and use the box for recycling. Alright, we're getting through it. We're still looking for a valuable box. So far we're not finding much in these of much substance, but we're going to continue on. I see a little blue tote, the one I showed you a little bit earlier, so we're going to get into that one, see what it has to offer. Let's take a look. Alright, we got the blue tote empty. In the blue tote was this, an empty box. This is a little Makita handle to something. Flick the Inventor, a Bug's Life, a little children's book, volume 1. And then here we have a pillowcase with something in it. And a bag here with a baby blanket is another baby blanket bag. How many kids' blankets do we need? Let's see. Ooh, some bad foul language on that. Dermatologist tested. Yeah, it appears to be another baby box bag. So we'll take this out. It does have a pair of pants in there. Clean this bag up. We might have a little there's a little bracelet here on the end, little beaded bracelet. We'll take that off. but doesn't appear to be any value in that one, but there might be in this one. Let's dump this out and see what we got. What is in here? Ooh, we got toys. We got a little black toy car, a spoon, a binky, Call of Duty, Diablo. So some video games if they're in there. PlayStation VR demo disc. So a little gaming bag and a spoon and a cap to something. So I think that's it. But oh, and a little hanger. So let's see if these are actually in here. Horizon Zero Dawn Horizon, PlayStation 4 game. So that's not what's on there, but and this is Diablo. So Diablo we have, and Call of Duty, PlayStation 3 we have that one. So 2 video games. So that's probably $30 right there. Plus this little truck is well, looks like it's damaged, so probably not much value there. But video games are promising. Hopefully there's a system in here. We could use that. I don't know what this stuff is here. Remotes to something. So we'll get in this, make sure there's nothing else of value. So one tip I've heard people say in the reseller game is that when you're factoring how much to pay for these units, you factor about $20 per tote. So if we're looking at that box we just opened, we had those 3 video games, were probably $30 worth, and a children's book probably $5 to $10. So we're right on par with what they say you get out of each tote. But obviously not all of them turn out to be as good, but the law of averages about $20 per tote. So this next box is a little bit interesting. I'm seeing some potential value in it. LV, Louis Vuitton, who knows, it might be a real one. We'll have to take a look. There's also a toolbox, so we're gonna get this toolbox opened up and see what's inside. There's a look at that toolbox, a little Stanley toolbox. So we'll pop that open and see what's in that. But this was that Louis Vuitton purse I was telling you guys about. Take a look at that. What do you think? It's got some rough handles. Yeah, pretty worn. I'm guessing this is not real. But nice try. But we'll get into it. Maybe there's something in it that has some value, you know. Maybe they kept some good stuff in their fake Louis. It does say Louis Vuitton Paris, made in France in there. So if it is Louis Vuitton, it is well worn. Alright, we're getting into this box and we're finding some more plush. So the plush tote is growing. More of these Thai plush. We got a little dog here with the blue eyes. And we got a little owl. Look at that owl. We haven't seen an owl yet. Here's another dog. A little retriever, it looks like. My sweetest mom ever, a little teddy bear here, brand new, Mother's Day. We got a little giraffe. Look at this giraffe. And Blitzen, we got Blitzen the reindeer. Look at that, Blitzen. Blitzen the reindeer. And finally this little red one, a little red plush right here. So there was a sheet and this nice sweatshirt, little kid sweatshirt, but pretty good condition. And then a couple little bags here. So we'll get into this. We'll pull the rest of this stuff out and I'll let you guys know if there's anything else of value. Alright, we got to the bottom of that box. We still got that toolbox to get into next, but let's take a look at what we found in that one. Over here we had a few diapers, some silverware. This looks to be like a little icicle, some like silver plate cup. There's some light bulbs here. There was this goldish chain, probably a little kid's chain. A little couple bags here. This is a Fireside Story dice, brand new, so some brand new merchandise. A little pencil box, and this a fragrance oil. We can add that. This one is Pine Breeze. So there's that box, and of course there's the big fortune we found in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cents in the bottom of the box. Alright, before we get into that toolbox, I think I'm going to give you guys a look at these white bags. We found some more plush in these bags. Let's take a look. Alright, here's a look at some more plush that came out of one of these white bags. We got a few white bags here. These are mostly teddy bears. We have a teddy bear here. Another, this is a fox and a baby fox. And Another teddy bear. These aren't quite as new as the other ones. These have seen a little bit of love before. Little floppy-eared dog. This is kind of a cool little dinosaur. Look at this guy, little dinosaur. And over here we got another dog with a rose in his mouth, or her mouth. And a little shark, Shark Week. This looks to be like a little cat, What is this, a little pig? Cute little pig with a star in his eye and a red other eye. And then this was some sort of game here. It didn't have all the pieces, but I put the little pieces in there that were in there. And I think you pull this lever right here and it plays. Let's see if we can make this happen with one hand. I did have it going earlier. Let's see if I can do it with one hand. We'll have to maybe take a break here. Let's see. There it goes. Oh. There you see it. The little worms. So kind of a fun little game for little ones. I guess we can put that aside in the little toy box. We're building quite a toy box here. Let me give you guys a look at the plush. Look at that. The 50 gallon tote is almost nearly full of plush. It's filling up as we speak. So they got all kinds of good ones in there. The small ones I think will probably be the worth listing. These big ones here might be a little too worn to send on to a new home, but we'll put them in there and decide what to do with them at a later date. So there were a couple more bags, white bags here that appear to be with clothes on hangers. So maybe this is the good clothes, but we'll have to take those. I think we're going to take those upstairs. But before we do that, let's get into this toolbox to give you guys a peek at what was in here. I already took a little look-see to make sure there was nothing too crazy in there. Looks like more tools. Look at that. Screwdrivers, hammers. We'll have to get in here and really see if there's anything worth holding on to, or if it is more recyclables. Sometimes there's a good stuff in the bottom of a toolbox. There you see it. We dumped everything out. As you can see, there's a little rust in the bottom of that box. They've been sitting there for some time. But it looks like there is a few nicer tools in here. Some nice big wrenches. Some Husky branded stuff. Let's see if there's any high-end. There's a little Stanley box cutter. So there's some nice wrenches in here. Husky, more Husky wrenches. So a little Husky wrench set. So we might have enough to put a nice set together. I don't see any significant high money tools in here. There's a little crowbar, a little tape measure, some needle nose pliers, another Stanley cutter. We have a ton of these already. We can add some more of these hooks. Some of these they had bikes hanging from these from the rafters of the unit. So we'll add those all together. There's got to be over a dozen of those now. So there's all kinds of tools in here. Mostly little sockets. Some sort of socket set has made its way here. And some fuses, a little fuse pack here. And some screwdrivers. So we'll just go through this. We'll pull any of the garbage out of here and get it all sorted out. Right now it's a big mess on the ground here, but plenty of tools. A nice little toolbox full. Alright, it started raining and then it stopped raining. We took a little break. I'm going to take a little break and list a few hats, but we're about halfway through this first load. I guess this was the first load that came from Cedar Woolley, the little 10x10 I bought for $79.16. We're finding some good valuable stuff that we can list and make some money off of. We got a couple bags here of more bags of clothing, so I think I'm gonna bring those upstairs. We had the clothing going yesterday. We got 2 big totes full of wash clean clothes, and we got a bunch more coming out today. So this unit is turning out profits in the form of clothing. So we'll see what's in these bags. Maybe there's some more brand name stuff we can sell. Here's a look at them, the 3 bags, the 1 dark bag there and the 2 white bags. A couple diapers we'll add to the diaper mix there, and see what's in these. All right, we got into this first bag. We found some good clothing, some of the better clothing. This nice pair of floral shorts. There was also this animal print pajama pants here, and a nice pair of women's Cabela pants, jeans pants. Look at those. Brand new, looking fresh, ready to be sold. There was also another plush in here. Look at this guy. He's got him in a chokehold. And there was one Columbia glove, so be on the lookout for another Columbia glove. It's the nicer kind with the longer sleeve there. Alright, we're going to find a spot here in the tote with his buddies. A nice 50-gallon tote. He's nice and comfy now. So like I said, it's almost 2 o'clock now. I'm going to take a little break, list a few hats, get a little work done on eBay, and then we'll get back into unboxing. Hopefully you guys are enjoying what I'm finding. There's a lot of good stuff out there and plenty more to look through. So we'll get into it some more after I list a few hats and try to make a little bit of money today. We'll see if there's more orders flying in. We'll see. Alright, we got a couple hats listed. We did a NASCAR hat, and now we got this Port Authority Black Pirate Brigade snapback baseball cap listed. So I think I'm going to log into the small store, make sure we had no sales out of there. We got to run the orders to the post office today, and I know I was in the middle of showing you guys those clothes upstairs. I did get into the other bags. I'll show that to you in a second, but let's go check out the small store real quick and make sure nothing's sold out of there. For those of you who are new to the channel, I do have 2 stores. The big one has over 4,600 in it, and the small store has just shy of 2,000. So I like to keep busy with both stores. Don't put all my eggs in one basket type of thing. So we did have a couple orders out of the small store today. Let's take a look and see what's sold. There you see it, 2 orders for $30.53. $30.53 for 2 orders. Let's check it out. The item sold for $14.98. It's a Stafford pink long sleeve cotton polyester dress shirt top, extra large, 17 inches, rather 17 by 34-35 in size. The other item sold for $15.55. 3 fives we got on that one. A Patagonia Live Simply Gray Cotton Nylon Men's Adult Baseball Hat. Keyword cap. Solid. So we had a hat and a dress shirt and $30 worth of sales out of the small store. I'm going to go grab those 2 items. We'll get a shipping label on them and add them to the tote, so those can go out to the post office today in a timely fashion. So while I was grabbing those orders, I figured I'd take you guys up here and show you the contents that were in that second white bag of clothing. We got the clothes all set out here in the living room area. We're temporarily using that as kind of a folding zone. While things come out of the dryer and stuff, we put them here in totes until we find a better place. Kind of stockpiling some of this clothing inventory, and we'll get that stuff listed as time allows. But we found a few decent items in the first bag. The second bag, it was not as good. A couple items though. Let me show you. Here the totes we're filling up. We got the kids stuff over here. Yesterday's laundry, and I just added a few incidentals, some diapers and stuff we could throw into a lot. And then this is the adult stuff. We did the last bag, turned out these Cabela's Casuals, a nice pair of jeans, probably worth easily $20, maybe more. The other bag was not as nice. These kind of older jeans, look to be a young man's pair of jeans, 34, 32. So they're skinny jeans. Cultura was one brand, and Levi's Signature athletic cut jeans. These definitely need a good washing, and then these are a Ring of Fire, but they're kind of distressed. 34, 30. So we'll throw in those 3 through the wash. There was also this Reebok hooded sweatshirt, kind of full zip, but it is kind of dirty. So we'll have to wash that as well. Definitely not the best condition clothing, but we'll see how they turn out once they come out of the washer. This was a nice pair of sweats, one thing we could take. Like we mentioned earlier, every bag, every box is about worth $20, and that's probably the case here. This pair of Hurley sweatpants, probably worth about $15-$20. Those, we'll see how they come out of the wash, but there's probably some money there as well. Not sure exactly how much I would ask for some of those. We'll have to see, depending on condition. Yeah, condition is the big stickler with a lot of things, and especially with clothing. You know, people don't want things with stains and holes and whatnot. You can get away with it, you know, listing it and getting your money back, your investment back, but you're not going to make a lot of profit selling that kind of stuff. So it's best to stick to the best condition items that you find out of these storage units. You know, don't worry about trying to piece together every $5 to $10 item. You know, if something comes out of the wash looking not ready for resale, then it's best to just donate it. So we'll see how those turn out and list accordingly. All right, I know I was going to get those 2 orders and get those packed up, but this one was tempting me. I got curious, and the last bag was actually 3 bags in one. I must have combined them. We'll give you guys a look at one, and then we'll get back to work. Kid stuff. More kid stuff, but look at this one. Look at what we got here in this one. Shoes, and more shoes. Look at that whole batch of kids' shoes. So hopefully they all match. We'll have to match them up and see. But it looks like we at least got a few matches, and we could probably find the rest of them. And there's a nice pair of little sandals. Look at those. Aren't those adorable? Little floral sandals. So these appear to be in good condition. They are pretty small shoes, so probably not going to get much money, but we could do a lot of kids sandals and kids shoes and see what we can find here. Little Be Happy, look at that, little Be Happy shoes with the little rainbow and the clouds. The kid stuff is always just so cute, isn't it? Little whole bunch, so we'll have to match these all up, and as you can see, my OCD is taking over. I want to just do it all right now, but we're going to go get those orders, and we'll deal with that in a second. Alright, through the magic of video, there they magically appear. A Patagonia hat here, a Stafford dress shirt here, a nice pink 1734-35, and this printer over here, it's thinking about printing those labels, and it's gonna do it. Last slice of paper, and there they are. 2 labels. We're gonna get these orders ready to go out in the mail. Let's do it. Yeah, it's funny how your brain works sometimes. Every time I'm talking, I'm doing this YouTube thing, just kind of going freestyle, and I always say a slice of paper. A slice of paper. It's a sheet of paper, right? My brain must have those words close to each other. A slice of paper or a sheet of paper. We got it printed. We do have more paper, so we put some more paper in there. We're ready to go once more orders need to be printed. But we got these ready to go. I'm going to get them taped on the packages and add them to the tote. Alright, 2 more for the tote, and a 1 and a 2. So we got a nice tote full of orders, nearly full, and we got 2 for FedEx. We got to drop off as well, so we're gonna do that this afternoon. But of course, I know you guys were wondering what's in those other white bags, Brian. You showed us one. You showed us all those little kids' shoes. What's in the other bags? Come on, don't hold out on us. We're gonna show you. We're gonna show you. Just be patient. Alright, we got them matched up. Looks like so far we have 9 pairs there that match. And over here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 that are seeking mates. So we have to check downstairs, see if any are there. And maybe some are in these other 2 bags. We'll take a look here, and maybe we can find a match. Alright, let's get into these other bags. We'll give you guys a look at what is in this other white bag. I know you're curious. It's on your mind. You're sitting here waiting for me to get into this, and here it is. What is in this bag? Oh my goodness. Looks to be some books. Hide and Seeker. What is that? Trapped in Hitler's Web. Oh wow. And Clementine. So we got a mix of books here. Stolen Girl. And a couple more Plush. You know where those go. We got a nice tote going downstairs. Oh, look at this guy. Look how adorable he is. Look at that face. Cute little dog. I'm not sure. That almost looks like he's from a movie or something, doesn't he? I don't know. Is that a little baby Marmaduke or something? I don't know. Yeah, this looks like another box of kids stuff. A thermometer and some lipstick or something. And what is this? Kiss gel, some sort of kiss gel. Maybe that's what this is. I don't know. So we'll probably get rid of those, and we'll get these books. Add these books to the book stack. We got a nice stack downstairs of books. We'll probably have to lot up some books. We're getting so many. What do we got? The Notebooks of Middle School Princess. The Notebooks of a Middle School Princess. Look at that. Oh, that's a page turner there. Hide and Seeker. What is this one? From You to Me. From You to Me by K.A. Holt. Oh, here's a good reminder. Smile. Smile. Doesn't hurt, right? A little braces. You got braces? Oh, cute. Look at that. A little piece of art Maya left us. Nice work there, Maya. And then over here, we have Sarah Weeks. Save Me a Seat. Save Me a Seat. So kids' books. Those are always good sellers. You can put a few of those together and make a few bucks. So we got some good money makers. Again, a $20 bag. Yeah, probably so. With all those books, a couple plush over here. Those are worth a few bucks. And, oh, I didn't show you this. What is this? A little Be Mine. We can add that to the plush as well. We're still searching for this Columbia glove. That's where some money is. If we can find that, that's easily a $20 pair of gloves if we can find it. But no such luck in this bag yet. All right, we got 3 more plush here going into the tote. The Be Mine heart. And the little bunny. Bunny is going to hop his way in there with his buddies. And then this little dog. I don't know if he's a little spotted dog. He's cute though. We'll put him in there too. So here's a look at the wife's project. She's been putting this together. It's a nice rack that came out of the unit. Kind of a nicer rack than we had in the garage. So we're going to have an upgrade. Put all the tools on there. And get it organized a little bit in here. Alright, we got all the kids' shoes in the kids' tote here, ready to be listed in bulk. But I thought I'd give you guys a look at this last bag. More kids' clothing, it appears. There was this yellow dress set, kind of a nice set on a hanger here. Had the floral print with the shorts, the matching shorts, and then a little onesie to go with it, a little striped onesie. So that one is probably worth a little bit more money. But let's see what we got down here in this bag. There it is, another batch of kids' clothes to sort through. We'll probably just add all this stuff to the kids' tote if we can get in there. Maybe we'll start another one, who knows. We got plenty to go through. Here's one on card. We got some more of these headbands. There's so many headbands, little bibs, little onesies. There's some tags in here, so there is some new stuff with tags that have not been worn, which is always good for resale. To lot those up with some new stuff. Those look to be 12 months, so we got enough to make some more lots if we want to, but we'll have to sort through that at another time. I don't feel like doing more kids sorting at the moment, so we're gonna get to that in a second. Let's head on back and we're gonna load up some donations. So it's a little after 5 o'clock now. I think what I want to do is load up some donations for Goodwill. We can drop those off and then go for a nice run, drop off my orders, and make a night of it, and hopefully come back and list a few more hats. We gotta get buttoned up in the garage so that the garage door will close, but I think we've made some significant progress today, and we'll pick up tomorrow where we left off. We did quite a few totes open, probably definitely half of that that last truckload that was under that green tarp. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this little unboxing of the unit, the toaster unit, the 10x10, 2 truckloads full. We're finding all kinds of stuff, lots of kids stuff, but definitely some value in this unit. Again, we paid just $79.16 for this. 2 truckloads for $79.16, so you can't beat the buy cost on this one. There's definitely a lot of profit to be made. Just in clothing alone, tons of profit. And we're benefiting a lot from other things we find as well. Obviously, that new rack, we'll use that, and other things that'll help the business grow a little bit. That's what it's about, you know, continuing to grow your business a little at a time, finding things that make your life a little bit easier. And that's what you find a lot of times in these storage units. You kind of upcycle things, you know, improve your organizational skills a little bit as well. That's definitely what you get good at First of all, loading these units and then when getting them home and sorting them all out, it definitely takes a little bit of practice, organizing everything and finding out where everything should go, what should get listed, what should get donated, and that's the toughest part of the whole storage unit game, it seems like. When I say toughest part, that might not be true. I mean, it's all pretty hard. Loading the stuff up and getting it home is a chore in itself, but organizing it is another chore. It all takes a little bit more time than you expect. There's always a little bit more stuff in the unit than you expect. You always have to make a few more donations than you expect. Garbage, there's more garbage than you expect. Just more and more and more of the unexpected. So if you're going to do one of these units, that's what you got to be in for. You got to be ready for that kind of little extra work that you have to do in order to get things done and move on to the next unit. Yeah, if you watch some of these guys who do it online, who do it, weekend after weekend, and they take things to the swap meet, and they make dump runs and that sort of thing, that's a new, different scale of things. I'm not quite doing it on that scale. I'm moving stuff through eBay, the best of the best. I'm not taking things to the dump. I'm making donations and trashing the rest of the stuff with just my one trash can. So, there's only so much I can do at this rate. Doing 2 units like this in the span of a week, that's kind of pushing the constraints of what the garage will allow, especially the 10 by 10 units. I'm used to doing 5 by 5, so this one's been a bit more of an undertaking. But that's what I wanted to do in the 2024, is take on a few new challenges, try to get a few bigger units. As you can see, this bigger unit will pay quite a bit more profit than the small ones. Those small ones, you take a gamble and you can lose. The Everett unit I probably will break even on, but this one definitely will make a lot more money on. It's just a little bit more work. So there's give and take to the game, and you got to kind of know what you're in for. Alright, I got my running gear on. We got the packages down there to my right, and we're going to head off to the post office, drop those off, make that donation at Goodwill. Hopefully they're still open taking donations this late. We'll find out on a weekend. I'm not sure. I know they're usually open till 7, so we'll go find out and get a nice run in around Lake Padden. Maybe stick around if you want to find out what I'm grateful for. I usually do a gratitude after my runs, so we'll definitely think of something to be grateful for after today's run, and you guys can enjoy those moments with me. Maybe take a look around Lake Padden if we got some time, and then come home and the work continues. Get a few more hat listings up, so that's the plan for the rest of the night. But I want to thank everybody for coming along and enjoying this adventure today, the unboxing of the 10 by 10 Cedro toaster unit, as we're calling it. We got one more day probably of unboxing to go. There's still a bunch of boxes under that last tote, that last tarp rather. The green tarp, we've been digging under there today and finding all kinds of stuff, so that'll continue tomorrow until we get it all unboxed, and then we'll kind of reassess things, and I'll let you know how I feel about this unit. It's been quite a bit of work, but I think we're going to make out alright profit-wise. We paid so little for it that it's hard to miss, but we'll see. We haven't found any big scores yet. We still got that jewelry for my mom to search through, so there might be an update on that in the future. So hit that subscription button, ring that notification bell, and come on back and get the updates that you want. Alright, we got our orders dropped off at the post office. It took a little bit of doing. Got our donations done to Goodwill. I had to go from the Sunset post office to the downtown post office. The drop box at the Sunset office is broken. Didn't want to chance it, so we brought it downtown, drove across town. Got them delivered, so hopefully those will go out in a timely fashion and they won't be late. But now we're off to, I got to get some envelopes at Fred Meyer, then we're going to hit up Lake Padden. Hopefully there will be some enough sunlight for a run, so that's the plan. It's a little bit later than I expected since we got to run all over town. I also gassed up the car in the middle of all that, so a lot of little errands this afternoon rather, and we're getting it all done, then we're going to head home. So glad you guys are along for the journey. We'll get things done and take a few moments for gratitude once we get to Lake Padden. Alright, as you guys saw, we made it here to Lake Patton. Took a little bit longer than expected today. A lot of detours here, there, and everywhere. We got it all done. We're here at Lake Patton. I'm going to get my 2.6 miles in. It's almost 7 o'clock now. So it is kind of nice. It is staying light a little bit later in the day today. Lately, spring is here, so that sun is setting a little bit later each day, which is nice. The days get a little bit longer. You can get a little bit more done. So that's the plan. We're going to get that 2.6 miles in. We'll report back and give a few moments of gratitude. Alright, we made it another successful 2.6 around Lake Patton. It was kind of a tough one today. The last half mile, the right calf was a little tight, so we got to take a little extra care of that calf. The right side tends to tighten up, especially when you're doing a lot of manual lifting and whatnot. So you got to learn to know your body and take care of it. If you're not doing that, you know, over 40, you start stretching a little bit more, start to massage a little bit, do that kind of intermediate remedy that will help you get through that last mile. I think I neglected that today a little bit. The body might be under a little bit of stress. I think I talked about in previous videos, a lot of times you do a unit like this, it causes stress that you don't really realize is there. You know, having to handle all these items and bring them here or there, sort them all out. You're under kind of a lot of stress, a lot of decision making. I noticed that when I got in the truck after the second load, driving home, you get real tired, you know, because your body's under that stress. And then you kind of let off for a second and you get sleepy. That's just the normal reaction when you put yourself under stress like that. So I gotta be aware of that. We don't want the body breaking down, so you gotta make time to relax a little too. So I guess I'm grateful we're getting it done. We're getting through this unit, probably one more day of sorting out, and then we'll have everything kind of figured out. We'll have looked at everything and have a home for everything to go somewhere, either donation, garbage, off to mom to be donated, or stay home to be listed. So I think this one was much more profitable, like I keep saying, than that Everett unit. I gotta kind of put that Everett unit out of my mind because it was kind of my first dud in doing all this. Basically broke even on that one, so hoping to double up. Definitely this one, we only paid $79.16 for this one, so we'll easily quadruple our money real quick, and then we got to decide what we want to do with the extras. So I was thinking on my run today, today's my nephew Cole's birthday, 27th birthday. I think I heard rumors that he might be celebrating in Hawaii. That's not confirmed, but that's what I heard. So he's kind of a jet setter like that. He'll take a trip here and there, and hopefully, you know, he's 27, he's making good financial decisions. I know he always has a pretty decent job and is making some good money, but they say, you know, a man's brain doesn't fully develop till he's about 25, so I think my nieces and nephews are there. They're fully developed now, so hopefully they're making some good decisions. When you do storage units like this, you see kind of the story of people, families that lose all their stuff, you know, and just probably a few bad decisions. And, you know, everybody's kind of one step away from a breakthrough or a real failure, and you got to rebuild. So you got to be careful in the decisions that you make in life. And I think, you know, I've been close to making bad decisions. You know, things, temptation is around every corner. You can make a bad decision and change your life forever. So you got to be careful what route you take in life. You know, choose the better path always. So I'm grateful that I seem to be on a pretty good path in life, pretty happy and content with how things are going. Obviously, things couldn't be better, you know, and I am seeing some progress, and you know, it's one step away from taking off. You know, just one share. The reseller community is a big community, and you know, some people know who I am, but most people don't. You know, and one share by a big YouTuber could really boost my channel and get me to where I want to go. So, you know, if you guys are watching, take notice. You know, I've been making this content for over a year now, putting out some good content daily, and a share would be really appreciated. So I'm grateful that these units have provided a little extra eyes on the content. People seem to like these storage unit buyouts, cleanouts. You know, I try to keep it entertaining and keep the energy as high as possible. I'm not always that great at getting on camera and being enthusiastic about every box, but it's there. You know, it's within me. I've just been doing it a long time. You know, you do this for 20 years.
and you open a few boxes or you go to a few thrift stores, you don't get as excited about finds that might excite others. I try to turn some good finds into some good content, and I think I've been able to do that with a few little things here and there, and provide a little bit of knowledge that could help future resellers. I do notice that a few people are starting to follow me and comment on certain things that I'm saying about how you can become a better reseller. So I think, 20 years of doing it, I have a little bit of knowledge. Obviously, there's a lot to be gained. There's so many niches to sell in, and I've kind of been stagnant in this clothing niche, but I'm trying to branch out a little this year. And these storage units help you do that, help you think about listing some other stuff and getting into some other niches that might not be as difficult as clothing. The sell-through rate on clothing is pretty poor unless you get exactly the right things, and a lot of times these storage units will turn out a lot of clothing, but few of it is in high demand. There's a lot of low-end clothing, kind of mall brands, and in not so great condition. So there's give and take to everything, but that's life. That's the way it goes. You got to take the good with the bad. So I guess I gotta continue saying I'm grateful for finding that balance in life, trying to find balance between reselling my health and everything else that's going on. There's other ventures that I'm interested in taking, and I'm trying to explore some other ideas that I have going through my mind, but, you gotta find that right time to take those adventures in life. You got to keep your eyes ready for them, but not chase them before you're ready. If you're not ready for it, you got to, that's a bad decision. Like we were talking about, it's real easy to make that bad decision and find yourself in a poor place. So we got to be careful with that next step, whatever it may be. I've got a lot of things going through my mind and how I could take this reselling endeavor into a greater realm, but whether or not I will get there, who knows. But it's going to take a little step at a time, and I think cleaning these units out is putting me in the right position. We got a excess of inventory that we can do a lot with. We can take a month off and just list that stuff and not buy anything and just live on those profits and take those profits and roll it into that next adventure. So there's a lot of opportunity when you get yourself sitting on a bunch of inventory. Of course, you got to do the work. You got to list it. Otherwise, it's just stale inventory taking up space. So I think I'm going to call an end to this moment of gratitude. Is it a good one? I think we made a few decent points there. I think I got my point across to you guys. Like I always say, if you guys have time, take a moment of gratitude for yourself. Think about what you're grateful for. Maybe write it down, tell somebody, speak it out into the universe, and hopefully that will make your life a little bit more fulfilled. I'm going to head home, do a little bit more work, but if you like this, don't forget to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and help me get a little closer to that 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time that I'm chasing.
Alright, it's a little after 9 o'clock when I like to end these videos. I got home, showered up, listed a few hats, had some dinner, and now we're going to call it quit. Another day in the life of a reseller vlog. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of the content today. We'll get started again tomorrow. Show you guys what's sold, as well as get under that green tarp and finish out with the clean out of that Cedar Woolley toaster unit. Want to finish that one up so we can kind of put that one behind us and think about what is next. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed the content today, and hopefully you'll be back tomorrow for that finishing unveiling. We'll see what else is under that tarp. There might be a few more surprises under there, so come on back tomorrow. We'll get a look at it, and hopefully you'll subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of the new content. Thanks again for watching this one to the end. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.